Hey there, everybody. Sorry I'm a little late here, but we are live for game two of the Eagles preseason. The Eagles had a joint practice earlier this week with the New England Patriots, and that was on Tuesday afternoon. Went very well. Eagles had a lot of their starters out there, and the Eagles have historically placed especially under the Nick Sirianni years, they've historically placed a higher value of a higher sort of primacy on the joint practices as opposed to during preseason games. But the Eagles tonight are taking on the New England Patriots in a preseason game. So it is going to be another opportunity for the Eagles players to get their looks, to be able to get an opportunity to potentially potentially make the team. There are definitely a bunch of defensive battles that are happening. Definitely a bunch of things that are going on, especially in the secondary, linebacker, cornerback. Some opportunities for players to make the team in that regard. We will not see a lot of the offensive starters today. There was actually some concern about whether or not the game would even happen on time due to weather, due to the fact that it was kind of thunderstorming a little bit this afternoon in New England, but now all that has been cleared off. Eagles had their warm-ups. They're now back in the locker room getting ready to go for the upcoming game here. So that's going to be, again, that's just an exciting opportunity. But yeah, how are we doing tonight, folks? Definitely feel free to drop a comment in the chat. I'd love to hear from you guys. Oh. Something's making noise. I don't want it to make noise. There we go. Shut that up. Figured out what it was. Alrighty. But yeah, we're here. We're just hanging out. So Eagles had a pretty good win last week against a team that actually takes preseason games very seriously. Most teams do not. Looking at just a few updates here. So Tyler Steen is suited up, whereas Mekhi Becton is not. So there is a competition at right guard, but that basically, it looks like, according to Jeff McLean, the right guard competition is pretty much locked up, and Tyler Steen is going to take that. So But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing more development from the guys who have been from the guys who they're vying for spots. Maybe some of the depth that we're looking for. Looking forward to seeing Cooper DeJean, who we will probably see on the field for the first time, as he's vying for a spot in the secondary as well. Certainly a versatile player. But he has been dealing with injury for much of the offseason, so now he was back for the joint practice earlier this week. He will probably be on the field. Wouldn't be surprised if we do see him at some point during this evening. Kickoff is at 7 o'clock. The game is back on NBC 10. If you are in the Philadelphia area, if you're not in the Philadelphia area, I can't help you. Check your local listings. I believe it's also streaming on NBC, on NFL Plus. So if you want to check that out, you absolutely can do that. But if you're not, yeah. So it looks like, based off of what I'm seeing here now, the Eagles will get the ball to start this game. What we're definitely feel free to drop some thoughts as you're going through. Love to hear from you. Just drop them in the chat. Yeah, but this is the second of second of three preseason games. Last week we had the Eagles preseason game against the Ravens. Eagles were able to win that game. Final score of 16-13. We'll see what they're able to do against the Patriots, who the Patriots are in a little bit of an interesting situation now themselves. First time in a long time that they have a new head coach. Gerard Mayo is the head coach of the New England Patriots. And he will be, he replaced the certainly Hall of Fame worthy coach Bill Belichick. So it's going to be a good opportunity for him to get some action as well. So we'll see how he's panning out. Certainly plenty of interesting things as the game gets is about to get underway here. Eagles are taking the field. Again, this game is being broadcast on NBC 10 in the Philadelphia area. If you're in New England, check your local listings. It might be available there. And if it is, you can also catch it on NFL Plus. The NFL Plus platform is streaming all preseason games. In Philadelphia, if you tune in to NBC 10 for the game footage, the broadcasters are Scott Graham and Ross Tucker, so certainly very familiar faces for Philadelphia, and then certainly friend of the show Dave Spadaro doing the sideline reporting. So but yeah, certainly some. We saw the Eagles in action for the first time with the new kickoff rules. So definitely share your thoughts about that. What your thoughts are about the new kickoff rules. Fortunately, nobody utilizing the hip drop tackle to the point where it needed to get flagged. So we talked with Troy Vincent about that over the summer. So yeah, these are. But yeah, we have a couple of battles going on. There's going to be that third receiver battle. Britton Covey got a lot of solid looks on that. Had a few other folks pop in there. Looking forward to seeing Will Shipley. I think Will Shipley's got some real promise. Maybe not, certainly not as a starter. We got Saquon Barkley and we got Kenny Gainwell immediately behind him, but we can see what Will Shipley's got. Will Shipley was a draft pick that confused me, but after last week, I definitely see how he can be very useful for the team. So we'll see how things pan out on that regard. Yeah, there was a little bit of a hailstorm earlier today, so um, so there's definitely some interesting things going on as well. Elliott Shore Parks provides training camp stats. He's the only beat reporter that does this for whatever reason, unless you're talking about Jimmy Kempski providing hang time, which is an unofficial statistic. Um, Jalen Hurts has yet to throw an interception during training camp, so that's certainly a promising sign for him. Got everything lined up here. Just a reminder about the kickoff rules. So the kickoff will remain at the 35-yard line. The Eagles line up at the Patriots 40-yard line, and then the Patriots line up at their own 35. The landing zone is the red zone, so 20 yards to the end zone. If it touches a player or touches the ground in the landing zone, then it's good, and anybody can field it. If it goes through the end zone and becomes a touchback, it gets placed at the 30-yard line. So we got Braden Mann doing some kick duties here. And that is going to go out of the end zone. So the Patriots will get the ball actually to start this game, and that's going to be from their own 30. So again, on the defensive side, we're going to get some starters. So Bryce Huff, Marlon Tuipulotu, Thomas Booker, Moro Ojomo, and Nolan Smith are on the defensive line. Devin White and Zach Bond are the starting linebackers. And then we'll have Kelly Ringo, Avonte Maddox, James Bradbury, and Isaiah Rodgers in the defensive backfield. All that's very likely to change. All right, so we got Patriots lining up under center. Patriots take the snap, hands it off, and picks up about 4 there. Yeah, pick up about 4 yards, and that is going to bring up a 2nd and 6 situation for the Patriots. That would be Ramondre Stevenson on the carry. All right, lining up now in the gun, back to his right. Takes a snap, back looking, throws, caught, and that is going to be stopped pretty shortly. Picks up about a yard, gets up to the 35-yard line. So that is going to bring up a 3rd down situation. The Patriots starting quarterback is Jacoby Brissett. So, and that pass was to number 3, Demario Douglas. So we got 3rd and 5 now. Balls on the Patriots' 35-yard line. Brissett lines up in the gun, back to his right. Brissett takes the snap. He's back. He's looking. He's still looking. He's throwing. He's throwing long, and it is incomplete. Was looking for Hooper there, number 81. Austin Hooper, the tight end, and that is going to bring up 4th down, and that's probably going to send the punting unit onto the field. All right, and now the Patriots are going to punt this away. And they do, and back to field it. It's going to take a Patriots bounce and go out of bounds. So there will be no return. The Eagles will start with a long field. It's going to be 1st and 10 from their own 1-yard line. So quick 3 and out, but the Eagles will take the field, and Kenny Pickett is going to be starting. All right, so Pickett lining up in the shadow of his own goalposts, back to his left. Man goes in motion, slips up in motion. Pickett takes a snap, hands it off. Is going to power forward. That is Kenny Gainwell on the run there. Going to pick up about 4 or 5 there. They credit him for 5 yards. Gets up to the 6-yard line. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 5 for the Eagles. All right, so we got Pickett in the gun, back to his left. Pickett takes a snap, back, looking, throwing, has a man deep, overthrows him. So it's incomplete. Looking for John Ross, the wide receiver. And that's going to bring up 3rd down for the Eagles. 3rd and 5. Got to get to the 12. Got to get definitely to the 12. Pickett in the gun. Takes the snap. Back. Looking. Throws in. It's caught by Kenny Gainwell, but it's behind the line of scrimmage. Loses a yard. And it's hit immediately. So that is going to bring up 4th down. And that is going to send the punting unit onto the field. So, not a good start for the Eagles in this preseason game. Braden Mann, again, punting from the shadow of his own goalposts. Sam kicks it away. And that's going to be fielded at about the 47. And that's going to be Jalen Reagor going, crossing midfield, getting to the Eagles' 40-yard line before he's run out of bounds. And so that will put the Patriots back on the field. Jalen Reagor, former Eagle. Big mistake. Brissett lines up under center, back deep in the backfield. Brissett takes the snap, hands it off. Stevenson gets to the line of scrimmage and gets nowhere. He's hit by Bond, Zach Bond, pretty much immediately as he got to the line of scrimmage and forced out of bounds. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Patriots. So 2nd and 10, Brissett lines up under center, back in the backfield. Brissett takes the snap. He's back, fakes the handoff, back looking, throws, caught, and that's going to be a first down. Maybe just shy. We'll see where they spot it. Forced out of bounds. That was Hooper on the reception. And they are going to say it was a 9-yard pickup. So it is 3rd and 1 from the Eagles' 30-yard line. That was Avonte Maddox on the stop there, preventing Hooper from picking up the first down. So now we got Brissett in the gun, back to his left. Brissett takes a snap, hands it off to Ramondre Stevenson, who is pushing the pile forward and does pick up a first down. But it took a lot of effort from him, thanks to this Eagles offense or defensive line there. So Bryce Huff got in there on the mix and is going to get credited with an assist on that tackle, along with James Bradbury. As a 2-yard pickup, puts him at the 28-yard line, does result in a first down for the Patriots. So Brissett lines up in the gun, back to his right. Brissett takes the snap, hands it off, and is going to pick up about breaks through the pile and picks up about 5 or 6. Again, depending on where they spot it. They will spot it at the Eagles' 23-yard line, so that's going to bring up 2nd and 5 for the Patriots. We got 9:45 left in this first quarter of this game. It is 2nd and 5. Brissett under center. Takes the snap. He's back. He hands it off and is going to pick up another first down there. Gets about 6 yards on the pickup. That's Ramondre Stevenson again there on the run. Actually only going to credit him for 4 yards, and he's actually at 3rd and 1. So, yeah, things are all right. A little bit more manageable for the Eagles, but we'll see what winds up happening there. Brissett under center, takes the snap, hands it off, and it's going to pick up the first down. Picks up about 3 or 4 yards there. Gets down to the 15. And that would be Gibson on the run this time. So Antonio Gibson on the run. And that brings up a first down for the Patriots. Remember, Patriots are playing some of their offensive starters. Eagles do not have plans for offensive starters at this particular moment in time, or at least certainly not the marquee ones. Brissett in the gun, back, looking, throwing, and that is going to be caught by Jalen Reagor. So we have a Jalen Reagor sighting, and it is going to bring up a second down and about 3 there. It gets to about the 8-yard line. So Brissett lines up under center, back in the backfield. Brissett takes a snap, hands it off to Gibson. Gibson going to get stopped immediately at the line of scrimmage, bounces off the center and goes nowhere. And ultimately, Zach Bond and PJ Mustafer get in there on the stop, and that brings up a 3rd and 3 for the Patriots at the Eagles' 8-yard line. So Brissett in the gun, back to his right. Brissett takes the snap. He's back. He's looking. He's got time. He's throwing. And it is intercepted. And it's going to be back to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45-yard line. That is Avonte Maddox on the interception. And it's a 45-yard return, probably a little bit more than that, because he intercepted it midway through the end zone. And that is going to be an Eagles first down. So, Avonte Maddox coming up big there with that interception. And we're still scoreless here. But the Eagles are on top. We're still scoreless. With 7:05 left to go in the first quarter, Eagles have the ball at their own 45. Yeah, let me know what your thoughts are about this game so far. Wasn't super fond of the decision by who was it? It was John Ross. Wasn't super fond of the decision by John Ross to let that football bounce. Sometimes, I mean, it is a risk a little bit to let him do that, and I'm sure he thought it was going to go out of the end zone. But you got to make sure that it's going to go out of the end zone before you let it bounce out of bounds at the 1 there. So. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are. Love to hear from you. All right, so Pickett in the gun, takes a snap. Quick throw over to Kenny Gainwell, who's going to barely get back to the line of scrimmage, might even lose a yard on that one. Yeah, loses about a half a yard on that, so they will officially credit it for no gain, but it's really like 10 and a half yards to go. All right, so Pickett, again, takes the snap, hands it off to Gainwell. Gainwell goes up the middle, picks up about 5 there, gets to midfield, so 3rd and 5. All right, so Pickett lines up in the gun, back to his left. Pickett takes a snap back, looking, throws, and that is going to be caught. That is a first down. And that was John Ross there on the reception. So John Ross picking up the first down. Was wrapped up immediately by Christian Gonzalez. So brings up a first down for the Eagles. We got Pickett in the gun, back to his left. Pickett takes the snap. He's back. He's looking. He throws. Caught by Kenny Gainwell down to the 35. Crosses to the first down marker. Gets to about the 31-yard line of the Patriots. And that brings up an Eagles first down. They will officially credit him to the 30. We are inside of 5 minutes left to go in this first quarter. Eagles have the ball. It is still scoreless. Pickett in the gun, takes a snap, hands it off to Gainwell. Gainwell is going to lose about 2 there. They will officially credit him back to the 31, but it's going to be a long 2nd and 11. So now we got Pickett in the gun, back to his right. Pickett takes a snap. He's back. He's looking. He's throwing. It is caught. Leaping catch by number 84. Going to be brought down immediately, but that is about a 5-6 yard pickup there. And that is E.J. Jenkins, a tight end, who was able to nab that football there. So we are at about 3:24 left in this first quarter here. So the Eagles have kept this moving, kept the clock running here, which is always good. Ball's on the 25. Pickett in the gun. Takes a snap. Back. Looking. Throwing. And overthrows Kenny Gainwell, who was down the far sideline. He was double covered, so it would have been a little bit of a stretch for him to get it. So that's going to bring up 4th and 5 for the Eagles, and that's going to send Jake Elliott out to attempt the field goal. It's going to be a 42-yarder, so not a short guy. Snap, hold, kick is up, and it is right down the middle and good. So we have 3:04 left to play in this first quarter, but the Eagles take the early lead. It is the Philadelphia Eagles 3, the New England Patriots nothing. So good drive. Eagles got the ball moving there. They were able to overcome a little bit of the adversity, so to speak. Able to keep things moving, able to get down there and score points. Love the fact that Jake Elliott's football was not magnetized to the right goalpost, because that was a little rough last week. But hey, everybody's got to get back in there and find their groove. So we'll see if he keeps kicking like that. We'll see him drill 60-yarders. right. So Eagles have gone and kicked it away, and it is fielded at the 5. Gets up to the 35, so about a 30-yard return there. That is something that I think the special teams folks will really need to work on. So punting really hasn't changed. We don't need to spend as much time in the punting environment. And certainly Braden Mann did a really good job last season, and he's done a decent enough job this season. Really, the special teams operation needs to focus on this kick returning situation here. All right, so we got Jacoby Brissett, it looks like, still in the game here. He's lining up under center. Takes a snap, hands it off to Ramondre Stevenson. Stevenson's going to pick up about 4 there. He's only going to pick up 3, I apologize. Gets up to the 39-yard line, but they started at the 36 officially. So to pick up a 3, it's going to bring up 2nd and 7. We are at about 2.5 minutes by the time this football gets snapped. We'll be inside of 2.5 minutes left in the first quarter. So we got Brissett now lining up in the gun. We got Stevenson to his left. Takes a snap. Back, looking. Throwing down the sideline. Overthrows Polk. And that is going to be incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. That was Jalen Polk. And so that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 7 situation. Clock is stopped at 2:15 left in the first quarter here. Brissett in the gun. Back to his right, that's going to be Gibson. Brissett takes a snap. Back, looking. He's wrapped up, and he just kind of throws it away. Incomplete. It was tipped by some Eagles players in the secondary. Not sure who he was throwing to there on that, though. That was not. I don't think there was a really good Patriots receiver there, but yeah. No, it was. I'm sorry, that was Douglas that got a hand on it, but Jalen Hunt there on the grab for Brissett there for the Eagles, forcing the throwaway. Now the Patriots punt it away, and this one is actually going to go out of the end zone. So the Eagles have got the ball to start at their own 20-yard line. We have about 2 minutes, 2 minutes and 1 second, if we're being precise, left in this first quarter. So solid showing by the Eagles, second stringers, some first stringers in there, I will say, forcing a 3 and out for the Patriots. So. So here we are. We got about 2:01 left in this first quarter here. Eagles have the ball at their own 20. Kenny Pickett still in the game here. Kenny Pickett, who grew up in Ocean Township, New Jersey, so grew up in Eagles country, grew up an Eagles fan. Plenty of photos of him with Donovan McNabb jerseys, wound up going to Pitt, would be selected by the Pittsburgh Steelers, and now he's backing up Jalen Hurts on the other side of his on the other side of the turnpike. The Steelers traded him to the Eagles this past offseason, so wasn't exactly a great year for quarterbacks in the 2022 NFL draft. Not a ton of them have panned out. Now Kenny Pickett is sitting behind the Eagles on its hometown team. So always fun to see. So Pickett's going to line up under center. Got a back in the backfield. I believe that's Shipley at this point. Pickett takes a snap, hands it off, and Shipley is going to get wrapped up immediately. And that's going to bring up a second down. And they actually lose a yard or two on that. So it's going to bring up second down and 2 sticks. Second down and 2 sticks. Yeah, they credit him to the 19, so it's a loss of 1. And we have inside a minute and a half left in this first quarter. So Pickett in the gun, empty backfield. Pickett takes a snap, back looking, throwing. That is going to be caught down the sideline. That is a Britton Covey sighting. Britton Covey getting the reception there. It's going to pick up about 6 there. I think he gets credit for that. And now we've got an Eagles player down on the field. That is Tyler Steen, who was in the battle for the right guard spot there. So certainly hope he's okay. Hoping it's just kind of like cramps or what have you. The other battle for the right guard spot is Mekhi Becton. But it looks like he is not going to be getting that starting role. Steen does appear to be walking off on his own power, so that's always good news. Yeah, CJ Azomo didn't do a great job there on that run block attempt. Yeah, they're showing the replay. All right, so we got about a minute left in this first quarter. Pickett lines up in the gun. Shipley to his right. Covey goes in motion. Pickett takes a snap back, looking. He is going to avoid a sack, and then he does finally get tripped up short of the marker. short of the line of scrimmage, really. So it's going to be a loss of 1. It is a sack. It's going to bring up 4th and 7, and that will send Braden Mann back on to punt this football away. And that is going to be Uche, credited with the sack there for the Patriots, Joshua Uche. And Mann goes and kicks this one away. Fielded by Jalen Reagor down at the 22. Is going to pick up about 5 there before he is finally thrown down by Josh Hunt and others. So it'll be a first down for the Patriots. I'm sorry, that was not Jalen Reagor. That is Douglas. Demario Douglas. But in any event, that is going to bring us to the end of the first quarter here. So we are 15 minutes of the way through this game, and the Philadelphia Eagles are on top by a field goal. Yeah, so again, liking some of the stuff I'm seeing here. Certainly would like to see. I would love to see the starters play a couple of reps in a preseason game. We haven't had that really in the last couple of seasons. So it would be good to at least have that set up. But I mean, the Eagles, that drive that ended in the field goal, for the most part, were moving the football well. Really, it looks like it's just been kind of a whole bunch of 3-and-outs here. It's been 3-and-outs with the exception of each team's second drive. So the Patriots got the ball at the Eagles' 39-yard line, and then they turned the ball over on the drive. That same drive, it was a 9-play, 31-yard drive, and then the Eagles had it for 8 plays, moved the ball down 30 yards after Avonte Maddox had a 45-plus yard interception, and then so the Eagles moved it 30 yards, and Jake Elliott field goal. That's really been the only opportunity that the Eagles have had in terms of moving the football. Again, most of the offensive guys are second stringers, and I believe many of the Patriots players in the game right now are part of the first team. So. So we got changing quarterback now for the Patriots. And the line's up under center, takes the snap, hands it off, picks up about 4 there. So the handoff was to Antonio Gibson. The new quarterback in is Drake May. So Drake May in for Jacoby Brissett now. So Patriots moving through. Patriots have sat their starters pretty much at this point. So May's going to line up in the gun, back to his left. And we have our first flag of this game, and it's probably going to be a false start. Tyler Steen getting carted off the field, so that's no bueno. Hopefully he's okay. Yeah, they got low on the false start, so that will march the Patriots back 5 yards. It's going to bring up 2nd and 11. May takes a snap, He's back. He's looking. He's going to roll out to his right, and he is going to get tripped up by Nakobe Dean. We have a Nakobe Dean sighting. Probably going to pick up about 4 on that run. They actually credit him for 6. I apologize. Gets him up to the New England 34. So it's a 6-yard pickup. Brings up 3rd and 5 for the Patriots. We have about 13 and a half left to play in this first half here. May takes a snap from the gun, back looking, throwing, caught, and that is going to be brought down at around the 25-yard line, or the 35-yard line, I apologize, or 45. I will get my numbers straight. Kelly Ringo is there on the stop. 1st and 10 for the Eagles, or for the Patriots, from the Patriots 46-yard line. That was a 12-yard pickup there by Baker. All right, May takes a snap, dumps it off, and that's going to be caught by Wilcox, and it's going to get up to about the right to about midfield. Maybe breaks into Eagles territory. We'll see where they spot it. And in the meantime, they will nail Nolan Smith for roughing the passer. So that is going to result in a 15-yard penalty that's going to be enforced from the end of the reception there. So that's going to put them deep into Eagles territory, going to bring up to about the 35-yard line. Nolan Smith basically couldn't hold up after couldn't pull back and kind of manhandled the quarterback there. So we got 1st and 10. We got 12 and a half left in the first half. Drake May in the gun, empty backfield. May takes a snap. It's going to be tipped at the line, but it is caught, and that is going out of bounds. Is Kayshawn Boot. Kayshawn Booty. Kayshawn Booty is going to, picked up about 2 there, so it's going to around 2nd and 8 for the Patriots. May in the gun, back to his right. May takes a snap, hands it off to Gibson. Gibson's going to get stuffed at the line of scrimmage, goes nowhere. No gain, 3rd down and 8 for the Patriots. So we've got about 11 and a half left in this second quarter. It's 3rd and 8. Ball's on the Eagles' 33-yard line. May in the gun, back to his left. May takes a snap. He's back. He's looking. He is firing down the line, and it is incomplete. Incomplete. And that is going to bring up 4th and 8 for the Patriots, and we will probably see the Patriots field goal unit come on the field. Is looking for Baker on that one. And Kelly Ringo was there trying to cover him. It was in and out of Baker's hands, so it wasn't even a situation like that. So 50, I'm sorry, never mind. So they are on to attempt the extra point, or the field goal. Snap, hold, kick is up, and it is good. It's a 51-yard field goal by Sly, and that is going to knot this game back up. So with 11:01 left in the first half, we're all tied up at 3. So that I will say that's the kind of stupid mistake that the Eagles need to not do, which is um, the roughing the passer thing. Like, okay, catching the or letting him get to the 50, fine, whatever. We'll take that. They still got 50 yards to go before they hit the end zone. But yeah, the roughing the passer penalty was no bueno. Tyler Steen is officially out of this game. So there is your injury update. All right, so Patriots lining up to kick it off. Will Shipley, the deep man. Back there with John Ross. And the kick is away. And that's going to be fielded by Ross. And it's going to get brought back out to the 20, to the 25, to the 30. 31. It was fielded about 1 yard in the end zone, actually. So it was about a 32-yard pickup. So not all that bad of a return. Hey, Clovato, good to see you. Yeah, no worries. No worries. Glad you joined us. It's all knotted up at 3 here for you. The Eagles have the ball now. We're going through the second quarter here. Just the biggest update is we've got hang on. So Kenny Pickett lines up, takes a snap, throws, and that is going to be caught by Shipley. Shipley going to pick up about 9 there, and then gets forced out of bounds. So it is 2nd down and 1. We got 10:45 left in the first half. Kenny Pickett is the quarterback there, Clovato. Hope that answers your questions here. But yeah, that's where things stand. And we're all knotted up at 3. No problem. Pickett in the gun. Back to his left. Man goes in motion. Pickett takes a snap. Hands it off to Shipley. Shipley gonna power forward. Does get the first down. Gets up to about the 43-yard line. So that is going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Eagles. We got 10 minutes thereabouts left in this first half. Will Shipley has been somebody that's impressed me. Certainly impressed me last week, and he's been doing pretty well this game so far. So we got Pickett in the gun, back to his right, man in motion. Pickett takes a snap. He's back. He's looking. Pressure coming. Pickett is going to get sacked. He's going to lose a whole bunch there. Gets dropped at about the 30-yard line. They will credit him back to the 31. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 22. The offensive starters have not played. So Hurts, Barkley, A.J. Brown, etc. not on the field. There are some defensive starters that are playing because more of the battles are on the defensive end of the football, linebacker, cornerback, things like that. But yeah, the Jalen Hurts didn't even dress. So you got Kenny Pickett lining up in the gun, back to his left. Pickett takes a snap, dumps it off to Shipley. Shipley going to pick up, gets to the 40, down to the 45, and gets brought down at midfield. So that's a solid pickup there. Brings up 3rd and 3 for the Eagles. That is a 19-yard pickup. Yeah, again, huge fan of Will Shipley right now. His preseason play turned me around on him. I will freely admit I questioned his draft pick, but we're good. Alrighty. Kenny Pickett in the gun, takes a snap, fakes a handoff, throws, caught, and into Patriots territory, and that is Jenkins on the reception. That is E.J. Jenkins. Tight end, and he picks up about 6 there. So that's going to get the Eagles down to the Patriots' 44-yard line. All right, so Pickett in the gun, back to his right. Pickett takes a snap, hands it off, and that's going to... Pyle's going to move a little bit there. Gets down to about the 40. Picks up maybe about 4. We'll see how much they actually credit him for. Yeah, they will credit him. They will credit him for 4 yards. So that's going to get down to the 40-yard line. And that was Nichols, Lou Nichols, there on that carry. So we have about 7:10 left in this first half here. Pickett in the gun, back to his right. Pickett takes a snap, does a quick dump off, and gets tripped up, but does catch the football. E.J. Smith again, and that is going to bring up a 3rd down situation. Yeah, so, I mean, I'm really happy, Clavado, with both of those 2 picks. We haven't seen a ton of DeJean since he's been dealing with injury. I think he was just back in practice on Tuesday for the first time. Pickett in the gun, back to his right. Pickett takes a snap, back, looking. Pickett's going to evade a sack, is going to run out to his left, and is going to actually get sacked, but he picks up... he's only going to lose about 1 there on that, maybe 2. But that is going to bring up 4th down, so we'll probably see the field goal unit come on. Or, they're leaving Pickett out there, so we can see how they do on a 4th down. And there is a flag in. Alex Moore, the referee. And it is going to be holding on the offense. They get McMahon on that. Dylan McMahon, listed as center or guard. So that's going to mark, or that penalty gets declined, though, and that is going to be 4th down. And they'll leave Pickett out on the field. So he's in the gun. He takes a snap. He's back, and they're going to wrap him up, and that's going to go nowhere. Yes, that was not great. Not great. That second string offensive line looks a little too porous right now. But yeah, we saw Quinyon Mitchell a little bit last week. He will definitely. I mean, we might see him a little bit again this week. So I mean, I'm pleased with him with his performance so far. Again, Cooper DeJean, Clavado, we really haven't seen a ton of because of the injury. So from what I heard from the practice on Tuesday, he did a great job. It's just hard to say right now. We got 5:55 left, and it's a turnover on downs. So it is 1st and 10 for the Patriots from the Eagles' 49-yard line. That was where Pickett wound up getting sacked there. So Yeah, Quinyon Mitchell already tonight has a tackle, so that's definitely at least a good sign there. But yeah, apparently the Eagles did a really the Eagles first team dominated the Patriots first team in the joint practice on Tuesday. So always good to see that. But yeah, Clavado, and anybody else who might be here, definitely feel free to drop your thoughts about what's going on, what your thoughts are about the players that we've picked up. Um, what are you looking for? Um, yeah, so Jurgens. Yeah, I think Jurgens will. Jurgens basically is the center at this point. Um, and the info that I'm seeing from the Eagles beat reporters. Um, hang on. So we got Drake May in for the Patriots. He's lining up under center. Now he's moving back to the gun. We got him back to his right. First and 10. May takes a snap. Back, looking, throws. That is going to be caught behind the line of scrimmage. Then does pick up about 6 or 7 there. Actually, might only be 5. Yep, it was 6. I should have stuck with my first gut there. Polk was on that reception. Brought down by Nakobe Dean. Unfortunately, Polk dealt with 2 completely missed tackles there. May, under center, takes a snap, hands it off, and going to power forward and pick up. That's Harris there. Harris picks up for a bunch there. It's about a 14-yard pickup. Gets up to the Eagles' 29-yard line, so not good there. James Bradbury did finally bring him down. All right, so we got May in the gun. We got Harris to his left. May takes a snap, hands it off to Harris. Harris going to get hit in the backfield and then does finally get brought down at the Eagles' 30. So that is going to be a loss of 1 there. Brings up 2nd and 11. To answer the question, Clavado, yes. Jurgens can play center. The battle was never really for center. Jurgens is the center. I think that's what the Eagles wanted there. What I've heard from the Eagles beat reporters, though, is that the battle was really at right guard, and I think that the fact that Mekhi Becton didn't suit up tells the story there, because the Eagles starters aren't playing. So, on the offense. May, in the gun, takes a snap, back looking, throws, and it is going to be incomplete, looking for Baker, and could not find him. Really threw his hands there. So it's going to be 3rd and 11. We got 4:05 left in the first half. I don't know. May takes a snap, back looking, throws, caught, and is going to pick up the first down, and a whole bunch more gets down inside the 15 and the 10, down to about the 7 there. And that is going to bring up a Patriots first down. It is 1st and goal from the 7. Trying to figure out where the Eagles have them listed. May, in the gun, takes the snap, hands it off, and is going to power forward there. And does get down to about the 3. So that's about a 4-yard pickup there, and that is Hasty on the run with Booker and Bradbury on the stop. DeJean's listed as a defensive back, so he's not even listed as a corner. May, under center, takes a snap, hands it off, and it's going to go nowhere. Clavato, you are not the only one who's making those comments. Hasty will lose a yard on that. That was Booker and Hunt on the stop. So we got 3rd and goal from the 4. But yeah, I'm excited for both of those guys. I think the Eagles really need their help wherever. And DeJean in particular is a very versatile guy. He can play in multiple locations in the defensive backfield, or at least he did during college. So we'll see where things wind up panning out for him. We have hit the 2-minute warning, and it is all knotted up at 3. As I'm looking at this list here, they might not have listed him on the depth chart that's on my little flip card here because at the time they had to create that, I guess he was not active. So that's always a possibility. What does the Eagles' unofficial depth chart on their website say? Because that's got to be updated sooner. As of August 12th. It's possible. Yeah, it's possible they could be shopping him around. The question is who wants him and what's the comp that would be involved. Certainly, I will say if we know anything about Howie, we know that he's going to be. We know that he's always looking for opportunities to improve the team, and certainly I think the presence of, Bradbury didn't have a good year last year. Quinyon Mitchell coming in to provide that assistance really bodes well for Mitchell, and certainly leads one to believe that, but the comp has to be right too, and unless you find yourself in a situation like you got with Hassan Reddick, you're not going to be taking like pennies for him, so to speak. Speaking of Hassan Reddick, let's check out what's going on with him, because certainly that situation went south very quickly. The Jets are trying to enlist the help of Aaron Rodgers. All right. That's going to go over great. Glad we got out of that dumpster fire. 3rd and 4. 3rd and goal. Ball on the Eagles' 4-yard line. We're back from the 2-minute warning. May in the gun, back to his right. May takes a snap, fakes the handoff. May going to take it in himself, and that is a touchdown. So Patriots find the end zone first. So with 157 left in this first half, the Patriots find the end zone first, and we're just awaiting the result of the extra point. But it's 9-3 right now. Ryland on to kick it. Snap, hold, kick is up and good. With 157 left to play in this first half, Patriots take the lead, their first lead of the night. It is 10-3 in favor of the Patriots. But yeah, it is possible. So I mean, I don't think anybody's averse to shopping Bradbury. I'm not averse to it. If you can get the right deal for him, yeah, absolutely. Um, and like who could we bring in? That becomes a question. Like who would be a good target? That was an 8-play, 49-yard drive that took 3 minutes and 58 seconds. So, I mean, that kind of speaks to the state of the players who are out there on the defense right now. Yep, and I would say this. So Bradbury might not necessarily be starter material, but if he's going to be a good backup and he can sit behind some guys, depends on the situation, depends on who's there. So, and certainly, yeah, if we got Quinyon Mitchell and Mitchell gets a starting job in the backfield, we'll see what happens there with that front. But yeah, I think that I mean Bradbury could still be a backup. We saw a lot of what happened. A lot of what happened last year was also due to the fact that the Eagles didn't have a lot of depth in the defensive backfield to start, particularly at linebacker. So when you lose your key players, you got a problem. So certainly, again, huge issues with the coordinators last year. Glad we moved on from both of those guys. Yeah. All right, so the Eagles are down by 7. And we're on with this dynamic kickoff rule. Patriots kick it off. It's going to get fielded at the 1 by John Ross. Gets brought back out to the 20 before he starts running into traffic. Bumps to the near side, 25-30. Out to the 35. It gets to about the 37-yard line. So, alrighty. Yep, no, thanks for stopping by here, Clavado. We'll be here throughout the rest of the game, so definitely feel free to check in. Yeah, enjoy the drive safe. That was a 36-yard return. Gets out to the 37. Gets out to the Eagles' 37-yard line. So with 1:46, it's 1st and 10. Pickett takes a snap. He's back. He's getting hit, but he does get to the 40 before he's finally tripped up. So that is a gain of about 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. Should hit my button there to actually transfer the possession light. There we go. 124. 2nd and 7. Pickett under center. Takes a snap. Back. Quick throw over. And that is going to be caught. That is Harris there. Gets up to about the 45-yard line. It's a 5-yard pickup. Brings up 3rd and 2 for the Eagles. So we got Pickett in the gun. Back to his right. Pickett takes a snap. And yeah, there was motion there. Somebody jumped. It's probably going to be a false start. Refs are going to talk it over, but the Eagles are probably losing 5. Clock stopped at 1:01. And yeah, it's going to be a false start against the Eagles. So that's going to march the Eagles back 5 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd and 7 from the 40. And since that play didn't happen, they're going to put 3 seconds back on the clock. So 1:04 is the time left in the first half. So we got 64 seconds left until halftime. And they got Keegan on the false start. So Trevor Keegan, guard. And they will do a 10-second runoff on this because nobody's spending a timeout. So, 40 seconds left in the first half. Takes a snap. Pickett tries to get away and does pick up a bunch there, but does not pick up nearly enough that he needs. Gets only up to the 43-yard line, so that brings up 4th and 4, and that is going to probably bring on the punting units. So you got, although nobody really has to do anything at this point because the game clock will just wind down here. We're at 5 seconds left. And yeah, we're just going to go into halftime. So, first half of this game is in the books, and the Patriots are on top of the Eagles 10-3. The Eagles will get the ball to start the second half, so that is always good news at least. Alrighty, so here we are at halftime. Let's take a look at everything here. Sorry, folks. Appreciate your patience here. I hit a button that I was expecting to work, and it didn't. Try to fix this now here. already looking a little bit more promising here right now. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened there. I think there was something weird here with the buttons that I have. Regardless of the situation, everything's looking good now. So there we go. Alrighty. Now let's bring up our stats board. Okay. So here things are. So Kenny Pickett, 11 for 13, 67 yards. Certainly, I mean, when he's been able to get passes off, I'm really thrilled with that. It's the fact that he's been sacked 4 times that concerns me. Now the Eagles are already playing with a backup to a backup, so they're playing with a third stringer. So yeah, I mean the Eagles are already playing with a third stringer, which is not great. But they're still at the Eagles. You would expect that the Eagles would be able to keep things situated. So 11 for 13 though in the passing game, and he's run twice for 6 yards. So again, always good. 67 yards through the air. The favorite target so far has been the running backs, Kenny Gainwell and Will Shipley. So that's always, again, that's something to be mindful of. But yeah, then you have, all right, on the ground game, we saw Kenny Gainwell a little bit. 3 carries for 8 yards. Will Shipley, we saw we saw a little bit of again. Thrilled with Will Shipley's performance just so far over the course of these last couple weeks. I said that a number of times here. And E.J. Jenkins has been a favorite target of Kenny Pickett. He is 2 for 2 in the receiving game for 12 yards. Nobody's found the end zone yet, so we're waiting for that to happen. On the defensive end of the football, really again just Bryce Huff we saw, Nakobe Dean got in the mix there. Avonte Maddox coming away with the big interception. So as long as Avonte Maddox can stay healthy, which has been his challenge over the last couple of years, as long as he's able to stay healthy, I mean the Eagles are in a pretty good spot with him. But yeah, Nakobe Dean, Bryce Huff has a Bryce Huff 2 tackles on his own, 1 assist, and then Josh Hunt with 1 tackle and then 2 assists. Josh Hunt also has a quarterback hit. Then you have Zach Bond. I mean, there's been some solid performance. Certainly the generally concerning thing is, the fact that now, to be fair, the Patriots were playing their starters on offense, which is not true of the Eagles. But the fact that the Eagles are allowing the Patriots to kind of just run all over them is not great. That's not something that we like to see. So that's kind of where things stand at this point. So, but yeah, overall, you got to take everything that you see in the preseason with a grain of salt, because again, we're not seeing the real offense, right? We're seeing a very vanilla offense. Kellen Moore's not going to show his hand. We're seeing very vanilla defenses. Vic Fangio's not going to show his hand. We're not looking for we're not looking for like the schematic kind of stuff. But I mean, the fact that I'm already seeing motion, and it's the preseason, is very telling. So hopefully we see a lot of that coming from Kellen Moore. And then, yeah, again, we'll see what happens with the starters. Again, apparently the starters did really, really well against the Patriots in joint practice earlier this week. I would like to see them in game action, though. That would be something I would be very interested in looking at. But now is the time really for those who might not necessarily be competing for starter spots. They certainly might be competing for starter reps, like first team reps, which is something that Nick Sirianni has said. You earn your first team reps. They're the only ones that you really earn, so to speak. So if a player is repping with the first team during practice, that's an important thing. Yeah, and then you have, you just have the situation with, players trying to make the team, and I think everybody's just got to be a little antsy about the status of, a little antsy about the new kickoff rules. Eagles are coming back out from the locker room following halftime, so we are just a couple minutes away from the start of the third quarter. We got 30 minutes left to play. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. Love to hear from you. And definitely feel free to like, subscribe, share. Really helps the channel out. Alrighty. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So we're okay. Yeah. It looks like there might have been a little bit of a technical difficulty, so I'm sure you missed a bunch of my analysis there. Yeah, so Sirianni's talking now with a friend of the show, Dave Spadaro, just saying, the Eagles just kind of gave away a bunch there. So We are back with the start of the third quarter. The Eagles will get the ball to start this second half here. Let me know what your thoughts are about these players. I mentioned a lot during the halftime break. About really just how things were going with the Eagles. Halftime situation, or with the Eagles, again, players that I was really fond of. I need to see a little bit more from the defense. The second stringers on the defense have not been, and back have not been awesome. And the Eagles actually started with a bunch of their starters on the defense here in the first half, so that's not great. Okay, Patriots are on to kick this away. So that's going to get fielded and then muffed at the 5, but it is picked up. Gets brought to the 15, to the 20, and that's where things are going to drop. So, yeah, can't say I'm a great fan of that. That was no bueno. Who was that? That was I believe that was Lou Nichols there on the fielding there. So that can't happen. Kenny Pickett's night is done. Kenny Pickett's night is done here. So, yeah, that was Lou Nichols there who muffed it. He only got an 18-yard return there. So we got Tanner McKee, who is taking the snap and is handing it off and is going to get up to about the pretty close to the 30, I think here. Down to the 29 officially is where they're going to credit the stop. That is Will Shipley, so Will Shipley's back in. Christian Ellis there, former Eagle, on the stop. 2nd and 4 from the 29. McKee in the gun, back behind him. McKee takes a snap, hands it off to Shipley. Shipley's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and nowhere further. Maybe a yard. They will not credit him a yard. No, they will credit him a yard. I'm sorry, just took a second to update here. So 3rd and 3 now for the Eagles from the 30-yard line. So we got 13:45 left in the third quarter. McKee in the gun, back to his left. McKee takes the snap, back, looking, throwing, and that is going to be caught. And now out of bounds is Jenkins, E.J. Jenkins, and that is going to bring up an Eagles first down. That was a solid pickup there, caught around the 40. 42 is where he is out of bounds there, so that's where they're going to mark him, or the 43, realistically, with forward progress and what have you. So 1st and 10 for the Eagles from the 43-yard line. Bledsoe there on the stop. McKee in the gun, back behind him. McKee takes a snap, back looking, throwing, caught, and for the first down is Joseph Ngata. And that is going to bring up another Eagles first down. So I was right at the marker, so that is going right at about the Patriots' 47-yard line, so the Eagles are in Patriots territory. Yep. And Ngata was trying to do the little toe tap there, although he didn't need to. He had some room. He was definitely in bounds. All right, so McKee in the gun takes the snap, back, looking, throwing, caught right up the middle. Will Shipley gets down to about the 43-yard line, so it's about a 5-yard pickup. They will actually credit them to the 41 with forward progress. So 2nd and 5 for the Eagles. We are hitting the 12-minute mark in the third quarter. McKee in the gun, back to his right. Man in motion. McKee takes the snap, hands it off to Shipley. Shipley, going to pick up about 4 there. Does get tripped up right at the line of scrimmage, but is able to extend it to about 4. So it's going to be 3rd and 1 from the Patriots' 37-yard line. Yeah, it looks like he got tripped up by either by his own legs or might have gotten tripped up by a lineman. But it's 3rd and 1. Haven't seen a ton of 3rd and shorts. McKee in the gun, back to his right. McKee takes a snap, back, looking, throwing, caught by Shipley. Does he get the first down? He might be just a hair short. John Ross going back into the locker room, being evaluated for injury. We will certainly get you that update as soon as we can. So it's going to be the brotherly shove now. 4th and 1. And McKee kind of fumbles the snap there a little bit, but does pick it up. And they stop forward progress. We'll see where they stand. Yeah, McKee fumbled the ball a little bit there, so otherwise, I think they get it otherwise, but yeah. They ruled it no gain, so it is a turnover on downs, and the Patriots will take over at the 37. So yeah, not a good look there. Yep, so we are at about 10 minutes left in the in this third quarter here. Patriots about to take over. Good start to the drive. Did not end well. And now you've got McMahon and McKee working on the snap situation on the sideline. Yeah, so as Clavado and I were talking about earlier, Cooper DeJean was activated from the non-football injury list earlier this week. Had some reps on Tuesday, and Patriots fumble, and that is not going to go over well. The Patriots do recover that football, so it is not a turnover, but Drake May fumbles the snap, and they are going to lose about 4 yards on that. They will actually mark it down at the 32, so it's a loss of 5 on the fumble. So a couple of fumbled snaps in a row. Now we got 2nd and 15, so we got May in the gun. And he's going to take the snap, and he's back. He's looking. He's just going to take off, and he's going to get hit by Jeremiah Trotter Jr. And brought down, so it's going to bring up 3rd and 10 for the Patriots from their own 37. So they gained back the yards they lost on the fumble, but it is now 3rd down. And yep, we got a Trot Jr. signing, so we got 3rd and 10, May in the gun, back to his right. May takes a snap, back, looking, going deep, has a man, and that is going to be incomplete. It was Baker, and Baker could not haul it in. It was in and out of his hands, and that is going to bring up 4th and 10 for the Patriots. So the Patriots get a turnover on downs and do nothing with it. Yeah, he couldn't control it and did not survive the ground. That's what the replay is showing. So it's 4th and 10 for the Patriots. And now they're on to punt it away. And the kick is away. And that's going to get fielded down around the 15. Picks up a couple there on the return. So with 8:25 left in the 3rd quarter, the Eagles have the football. They are down by a touchdown. That was Aniyah Smith on the punt return, and he picked up 8 yards on that return. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles from their own 23 when they come back. So yeah, let me know what your thoughts are about this game and about the players, what you're seeing here. I'm going to be honest, was not a particularly big fan of some of the performance-related things towards the end of the first half. Eagles defense letting the Patriots run all over them. Not great. But we do have to bear in mind that we're dealing with backups at this point of the game. So we are back. It is 1st and it is going to be 1st and 10 for the Eagles from their own 23-yard line. 8:25 left in the third quarter. Got Tanner McKee in at quarterback, and he is lined up in the gun. Got it back to his right. McKee takes the snap, back, looking, throwing. Has a man, and that is caught. There is a flag on the play. That was Joseph Ngata on the reception, pending the result of the flag. We're going to check that. John Ross is being evaluated for a concussion. Return is questionable. It looks like they picked the flag up, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Eagles from the 45, or from their own 46-yard line. So McKee takes the snap, hands it off. It's going to pick up about 3 on that run. That was Lou Nichols, picks up the 3 yards there. Gets up to the 49-yard line, so that's going to bring up 2nd and 7. We are inside of 8 minutes left in the third quarter here. Right at 7:45. 7:45 left in the third. And the clock is running. We got McKee lining up in the gun with an empty backfield on this 2nd and 7. McKee takes the snap. He's back. He's looking. He's still looking. He fires, and that is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Harris. And it was in and out of its hands. That was one of those ones that you really got to make sure that you make. That's Jacob Harris, wide receiver, and that just kind of bounced off of his hands. So no bueno there. Britton Covey's night is done. We saw him a little bit earlier in the game, but he is now in street clothes, took his uniform off, so. Key in the gun, back to his right, takes a snap, back looking, throwing, and that is going to be caught, and that is Joseph Ngata, and he fights for a couple extra yards there, definitely have the first down, and that is going to bring up 1st and 10 into New England territory from the 41-yard line. So we got 7 minutes left in the third quarter. McKee in the gun, back to his right. McKee takes the snap, hands it off to Lou Nichols. Nichols going to power forward and pick up, we'll call it about 3 there. And that was they are crediting him for a 3-yard pickup. So it's 2nd and 7. Ball is on the 38-yard line of the Patriots. McKee is in the gun, got it back to his right. 6.5 left in the third quarter here. McKee doing a little bit of audibling at the line of scrimmage here. McKee takes a snap, back, looking, throwing, caught by Nichols, who's going to pick up an extra yard. Gets up to the line of scrimmage, picks up a yard, maybe 2. It's going to be 3rd and 5. They will credit him for 2 yards. So 3rd and 5. For the Eagles, we are hitting the 6-minute mark. So we got McKee now lining up in the gun. We got it back to his right. That would be Lou Nichols. 3rd and 5. McKee takes the snap. Back, looking, throwing. Caught by Nichols, but he's going to be pulled down short of the first down marker. About a yard shy. So 5.5 left. 4th down. It is 4th and 1 from the New England 32. So the question is, do they try to redo the The brotherly shove. No, they're going to line up in the gun here. Got about 5 minutes left by the time this ball gets snapped. McKee in the gun, takes the snap, hands it off to Nichols. Nichols does get the first down this time. Despite what the Patriots are saying, Nichols does hit the first down marker. Gets up to the 31-yard line, and even a little bit more, potentially, depending on where they spot this. Yeah, the unofficial yellow marker is saying that he got it. They're going to bring chains in to make sure. But even my gut is telling me that he got this one, because it was not a long one. So we got a clock stoppage at 4:44 left in the third, so that way they can measure. Okay, they're really trying to figure out what's going on here, but just by the nose of the football does he get it. So it is a first down for the Eagles. First and 10 from the 31-yard line. So we got first and 10 now. Now we got another stoppage here. And New England has challenged that the ball crossed the... New England challenged the spot of the ball here. I mean, they had plenty of extra time to double check the spot of the ball there, but yeah, I'm looking at this now. Yeah, I don't see anything. Anytime there's that like scrum there, it's very difficult to get. Excuse me, it's very difficult to get your clear and obvious evidence that is needed to overturn the call. So I'm gonna be honest right now. I'm not thinking that this is gonna be overturned. That's the way I look at it, though. We haven't seen like a really full replay that shows where the ball was yet. We do have a stoppage. It is 4:35 left in the third quarter here. Patriots are challenging that the ball reach the line to gain. Okay, so I don't. It looks like the officials did figure this out, and yeah, they did not make it. So, all right, I guess they had enough to overturn it. So, May takes a snap, back looking, rolling out to his left. Could not find anybody, just throws it away. I want to see what angle they pulled out from the Hubble telescope that shows. Okay, he was down. He was down short of the line to gain. Yeah, that was what they were double checking there. Okay. All right. Fine. Whatever. So 2nd and 10, balls on the Patriots 32-yard line. May takes the snap from under center, hands it off, and they pick up about 2 or 3 there. They will credit him for 2. I'm sorry, no, they will credit him for 3, so it's going to be 3rd and 7. Ball is on the Patriots 35-yard line. Got 4.5 left in this 3rd quarter here. May, back, takes a snap, back, looking, throwing, has a man incomplete, and we do have a flag down. So that's probably going to be DPI there against Josh Jobe. Yep, that is what they call defensive pass interference against Josh Jobe. So that is going to hand the Patriots a 1st down at the 50. So 1st and 10. May takes a snap, back, looking, rolling out to his left. Pressure coming, he just throws it away, incomplete. So we got 4:05 left in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. And now Hall, who was chasing down May throughout that entire last play there, is coming off the field, holding the back of his right leg. So, again, hopefully he's okay. May in the gun, takes a snap, back, looking, throws, caught, and that is going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain. That was Polk there with Nakobe Dean on the stop. So Nakobe Dean forcing a 3rd down and long situation for the Patriots. And that was a nice hard hit. 3.5 left in the 3rd. May in the gun, back to his left. May takes the snap, back, looking, pressure coming, and May's going to get sacked, and that was Nolan Smith on the sack. So Nolan Smith gets to the quarterback. I believe, let me double check. It might be the first sack the Eagles have had. Yep, that is the first sack for the Eagles, and that is a loss of 8. So that brings up 4th down and 2 sticks. So we will probably see the Patriots punting unit come on the field here. And we do. 2:45 left, and the ball is away. And that's going to get fielded at about the 23-yard line, and it gets brought out of bounds. It was first touching, really, so yeah, but Nolan Smith coming in there with a big sack that gives the Eagles the ball back. Got 2:37 left to play in the 3rd quarter. Eagles have the ball. They're still behind by a touchdown. yeah, so let me know what your thoughts are about these players that we're seeing here. What has you excited? What's concerning you? Let me know. Be very interested in hearing what you got to say. Hey Dan, yeah, no worries. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Good to see you. No worries. I know you're at work. Um, it's 10-3 in favor of the Patriots right now, and Eagles have the ball back on their own 24. We got 2 minutes 37 seconds left in the third quarter here, so that's where things stand right now. Yep. All right, so we now have Will Greer coming in. I don't know what's going on with the game clock on the Eagles broadcast here, but that game clock's running, so it should not be running. Okay, so Greer in the gun, empty backfield, takes a snap back, looking, throwing, incomplete. It was just kind of at the feet of number 41, which would be Austin Watkins. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 10 from the 24. And we got 2:34 left in the third quarter here. This is the first preseason game of the week. It's also the only one happening right now. So Greer in the gun, back to his left, takes the snap, hands it off, and is going to churn forward. That was probably one of the slower runs I've seen. But that is a first down. And that was, who was that? That was Tyrion Davis Price, who looked like he looked a little comical in the run there. Certainly running faster than I can. Alrighty, yep, no worries. No worries, Dan. That college football with the, Nebraska turning around, yeah. Alright, now we have timeout called on the field. So we got 3rd and 1 now. Ball is on the Eagles' 33-yard line. And it is a timeout. And we do have a timeout on the field. So the Eagles should take their first charge timeout. Eagles fans fairly well represented at the joint practice that occurred over in New England. And they're fairly well represented tonight at Gillette Stadium. It looks like the camera's cutting over to them quite frequently. right, so 3rd and 1. Greer under center. Takes the snap. He's going to fake the handoff. He's going to take it himself. Gets it to the 35, to the 40. Run out of bounds at the 41-yard line. That is a first down for the Eagles. So it's a nice little nice little pickup there. That is that's an 8-yard pickup. Gets up to the 41. So we now have 1st and 10. Greer in the gun. Back takes the snap back, looking, throws, and that is caught. And that is caught by Watkins. And is going to get out of bounds, probably around the 40, right around midfield, actually. So, he's credited up to midfield. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 1 from midfield. Greer in the gun, back to his left. Greer takes the snap, hands it off to Davis Price. Price going to break through, gets down to the Patriots 40, down around the 37-yard line. So that is a solid pickup. Down to the 37, so that's a 13-yard gain for the Eagles. And that's going to bring up a first down for them. Greer in the gun, back to his left. Greer takes the snap, back, looking, throwing, caught at the 30 is Watkins, and that is going to do it for the 3rd quarter. So that was Austin Watkins on the reception. It is a 7-yard pickup, and that is going to send us to the final 15 minutes of play in Gillette Stadium. The score, the Eagles are still behind by a touchdown, 10-3 in favor of the Patriots. So we're moving now into the 4th quarter. Final opportunity for many players just to get through this. When we come back, it is going to be 2nd and 3 for the Eagles from the Patriots' 30-yard line. So definitely some opportunity to move the football. So far this drive has been 6 plays for 46 yards. It's taken 2 minutes and 37 seconds. Yeah, so again, I'm just thinking back to the first half, and the Eagles gave up 52 rushing yards in the first half, which isn't bad, but also isn't bad considering the fact that the Patriots aren't playing all of their starters, but certainly isn't great because especially towards the end there, the Eagles were giving up quite a bunch. And if you look at that first quarter number, the Eagles have given up 22 yards rushing. And then if you look just at the second quarter, that means that the Eagles gave up another 30. So, yeah, that was not great. But in this 3rd quarter here, the Eagles only gave up 8 rushing yards. So, whatever happened, and it could have been the Patriots needed to sit more players and get different players in, and yeah. All right, so 2nd and 3, ball is on the 30. Greer in the gun, back to his left. Greer takes a snap. He's back. He's looking. He's throwing. That is going to be caught. It's a leaping grab over the shoulder by Jenkins, it looks like. E.J. Jenkins. That was impressive. He has to like hit into his stomach, and that's where he grabs it. So, all right, so Greer in the gun, back to his right. Greer takes a snap back, looking, and hands it off. He's going to power forward, picks up a couple there. Picks up about 4. Gets down to the 7-yard line. So it's 2nd and 6. Ball is on the 7. But yeah, that was an impressive play by E.J. Jenkins there. Greer in the gun, empty backfield. Greer takes a snap back, looking. Pressure coming. Greer's going to get sacked. He's going to lose a whole lot. He's going to lose about 8 yards on that sack. I mean, nobody was open and the pocket was collapsing around them, so I kind of get that, but also you gotta get that. So all right, and the Eagles called timeout to avoid delay game penalty. No, they did not. They did not call the timeout in time. So it is a delay game. All right, so 3rd and 19. Greer takes a snap back, looking, throws, incomplete. He was looking for... Who was he looking for? He was looking for Kevin Fulch, tight end, and couldn't find him. If he did find him, he would have been in the end zone, but otherwise, alas, it was overthrown, and so that brings up 4th down, and that's going to send Jake Elliott out to kick the field goal. So the Eagles get a good drive going, but we'll have to settle for a field goal just like earlier. It's a 37-yarder for Jake Elliott. Snap, hold, kick is up. And good. So with 13:01 left to play in this game, the Philadelphia Eagles tighten the score a little bit. It is 10-6, still in favor of the Patriots. Yeah, so drive was going quite well and just kind of petered out. Not what you want to see, but again, you got to factor in the fact these guys are backups, so they're playing, so. As an 11 play, 56-yard drive, took 4 minutes and 36 seconds off of the clock. But again, the Eagles only are able to net 3 points out of the deal, so. Yeah, so they're trying Braden Mann out with these dynamic kickoffs. Because Jake Elliott just kind of has a cannon for a leg. All right, and that kick is away. And it's going to get fielded at the 1. It's going to get brought out to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, to the 25, to the 30, to the 35, to the 40, to the 45, to the 50. Down at the Eagles' 45-yard line goes Wallace. He was forced out of bounds. Somebody finally got to him, but that was a 54-yard punt or kick return. Who forced him out? That was number 23. Eli Ricks. So, 12:52 left in the game. Patriots have the ball on the Eagles' 47-yard line. Takes a snap back, looking, throwing, and was that picked off? It was not, but it was very close to it being picked off by Josh Jobe, who's now holding his abdomen area. But it looks like he's okay. Yeah. I was right there, and he just couldn't hold on to it. Now the trainers are taking a look at Josh Jobe, so... So that is Milton, by the way, as the Patriots quarterback now. Yeah, so we got a timeout on the field while they take a look at Josh Jobe a little bit, and also Patriots have a player down as well, Jackson, the intended receiver on that play. So yeah, again, hopefully those guys are okay. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know how things are going. Let me know what you're thinking about as you're checking out this game. Who are the players you're excited about? Again, Will Shipley. Big fan of his performance. So we're just kind of hanging out here waiting for this game to resume. A little bit of an injury situation here. Um, well, that's good, Dan. Glad they had the game on TV here. Uh, Takes a snap, back, fakes a handoff, runs, picks up a couple there. That's Milton on the run. So the quarterback for the Patriots. We got 12 and a half left in the game here. It is 3rd and 8. Picks up 2, so it gets down to the 45-yard line. So Joe Milton the third is the quarterback now for the Patriots. We're approaching the 12-minute mark here. And Milton in the gun, back to his right. Milton takes a snap back, rolling to his right, and that is caught and does pick up the first down. Forced out of bounds by Tristan McCullum. And that is going to bring up a first down for the Patriots. Drake May, it wasn't bad. Yeah, he wasn't bad. He offense was clicking under him, so yeah, he did a good job for a preseason game. All right, so we got Milton under center, man in the backfield. Milton takes a snap and fumbles the snap, and he just kind of falls on it, and they are going to lose a yard on that one. So kind of a so it was officially a sack, loss of 1, 2nd and 11. All right, so we got 11 minutes left in this game here, 2nd and 11. Milton takes a snap back, looking, throws, and that is caught. That is going to be short of the first down marker by about 2 or 3 yards there. So that was number 80 on the Patriots. Kayshawn Booty. So we got 10 minutes and 25 seconds left in this fourth quarter. It's 3rd and 3. Ball is on the 26. Milton takes a snap back, looking, throws, incomplete. He was looking for Wallace and just wildly overthrows him. Tristan McCullum was there covering him, but again, like he kind of went between Wallace and McCullum and just kind of went like nowhere. It's possible somebody might have gotten a hand on it at the line, but didn't see enough movement there for it to be the case. So, 4th and 3. And the Patriots are on to kick a field goal. Snap, hold, kick is up, and it is good. Narrowly through the left upright. No worries, Dan. Take your time. So with 10 minutes and 10 seconds left in this game, Philadelphia Eagles once again down by a touchdown. It is 13-6. John Ross is out of the game. And also, Jackson is out of the game as well. So, official update from both teams. Jaquay Jackson, the wide receiver who was injured on the previous drive, out of the game. I'm doing a highlight of the Jason Kelsey fundraiser. Ross Tucker was there as a part of that. Yeah. All right, so Patriots on to kick it off. And it's going to get fielded inside the end zone. And it's going to get brought back out to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, where he slips and falls down to the 24. So, again, not great decisions with regard to these returns. More than a couple of them have been fielded in the end zone, and when they're in the end zone, if you do a touch, you got to get back to the 30-yard line in order for a touchback to be nullified by a return. Even before, we weren't seeing a ton of returns getting back out more than the 25. So it's first and 10, ball on the 23. McKee back in the game. McKee takes a snap, hands it off, and that's going to gain about a yard there. We're inside of 10 minutes left to play in this game here. That was Milton. Picks up the yard. Kendall Milton, running back. 9.5. McKee in the gun. Milton to his right. McKee takes a snap back, looking, firing, caught, and is going to pick up about 3 on that is Jenkins. And now Jenkins is on the ground. E.J. Jenkins, tight end, on the ground having difficulty getting up. So they're going to check him out. I mean, I'm definitely concerned about these. I hope these guys are okay. Got a little bit of a longer period of time between now and the final preseason game of the year, because it's going to be a week from Saturday is the final preseason game. So we got McKee, just kind of hanging out there waiting for everything. I guess they were able to get. Now they're working on getting Ross out. I'm sorry, they're getting Jenkins out. My apologies. And Jenkins is walking off on his own power, which is Good. Limping a little bit, but he's going to do a little bit of a jog, and they'll check him out. It's always good news to jog off the field. So we got 9, 12, 9, 11, 9, 10 left in this game here. McKee in the gun, back to his right. Man in motion. Little bunch formation of the near side. McKee takes a snap back, looking, throwing, and overthrows number 82 there, Anais Smith. So that is going to bring up 4th and 6, and that will send the punting unit on because they didn't really go anywhere. Strictly speaking, this is still a winnable game for the Eagles. I don't know if they're going to try to win because it's preseason. They're just going to try to get as many reps as possible. Kick is away, and that's going to get fielded, and that's going to go nowhere. Like, they had trouble holding on to that. That was Wallace there. Trouble holding on to that punt. So not a good punt returning not a good punt returner over there. But yep, that does give the Eagles does give the Patriots 1st and 10. From the Patriots 17-yard line. Yeah, but a muffed catch is not great, and that is exactly what happened there. So, 1st and 10. We got Milton in under center, man in the backfield. Milton takes a snap, looks, and he's going to roll out to his right. He's going to throw, and that is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Wallace, and Wallace just couldn't hold on to it. Also got hit as he was leaping for the catch. So Tristan McCollum there on the coverage. That's going to bring up 2nd and 10. We got a clock stopped at 8:35 left in the game. 2nd and 10. Milton in the gun, back to his left. Milton takes a snap. He's back. He's looking. It's going to be incomplete. Looks like it was actually bad at the line. So, whole lot of nothing happening there. 8:31 left in the game. It's 3rd and 10. Third and 10. Milton in the gun. Back to his left. Slot to the near side. Milton takes a snap back. Looking. He's just going to take off. And gets up to about the 24-yard line. So a couple yards short of the first down marker. It's going to bring up 4th and about 6. I'm sorry, 4th and about 4. My bad. He picked up 6 on the run. They will actually credit him with 7 yards, so it's a 4th and 3, but still doesn't change much. The punting unit is on the field. Now we got another stoppage. New England's going to take a timeout. So they have 2 remaining. So we have 7:51 left in this game. And again, at this moment in time, I'm just taking a look here. So Will Shipley still in pads, but I don't think he's going to be seen. I don't think we're going to see him on the field for the rest of the game. CJ Azoma, who didn't really have a performance to write home about. Vontae Maddox, who came up with the interception early in the game. Kick is away, and that is going to bounce out of bounds around the 25-yard line, so that is where the Eagles will pick it up. So it'll be 1st and 10 when we come back from the commercial break. 7:43 left to go in this game. There's a 46-yard punt. Down actually to the 30 is where they spotted it out of bounds. So So 1st and 10, ball on the 30. McKee takes a snap, fakes a handoff. He's back, he's looking, he's throwing, and that is going to be caught for a first down out around the 45-yard line, just a little shy of that. That would be number 86 on the reception. That's Joseph Ngata. It's a 16-yard pickup. So they will actually credit him to the 46 with forward progress. So 1st and 10 for the Eagles. We got 7, 10, 9, 8 left in this game. McKee in the gun, back to his left. McKee takes a snap back, looking. McKee's just going to roll off to his right and just throw it away. Nothing doing there. Closest he had was his running back, Kendall Milton, but opted not to throw to him. Just he was covered, so just kind of threw it away. That is going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Eagles from their own 46-yard line. We have exactly 7 minutes left in this game. McKee is in the gun with an empty backfield. 5 seconds on the play clock. McKee takes a snap back, looking, throws. That is caught. Gets down to the 50 to the 45, and that's going to give the Eagles a first down. Down to the 42. That is Watkins there on that reception. Austin Watkins. So 1st and 10 down to the 42. So we have 1st and 10, 6:24 left in the game. McKee from the gun takes a snap back, looking, throwing. That is caught by the back, 36, and he's going to pick up all 10 of those yards that was needed. So Kendall Milton there on that reception. So it is a 10-yard pickup, does give the Eagles a first down. Ball is at the 32-yard line. Milton got pushed out of bounds at the 32. We have 5:45 left in this game. So we have McKee in the gun. We have a back to his right. McKee takes the snap. He's back. He's looking. He's throwing. And that's Joseph Ngata, who gets down to the 5-yard line. And that is where he's going to get stopped up there. Caught that around the 10. Picked up an extra 5 yards on the run. And now it's 1st and goal for the Eagles. So Joseph Ngata there. Stop was by Thomas for the Patriots. A.J. Thomas, it looks like. So 1st and goal. Ball's actually on the 4. McKee in the gun. Takes a snap, fakes a handoff. Back looking, throws, caught down at the 1-yard line. And that is going to bring out 2nd and goal from the 1. And that was Folsch on the reception. So nice little 3-yard pickup there. Sets up the Eagles the opportunity to tie this game. or potentially take the lead if they get a 2-point conversion. So we got Tanner McKee lining up, 4.5 left in the game. McKee takes the snap, hands it off, and that is going to be in for the touchdown. It's Kendall Milton, and that is going to put the Eagles to within 1. And so now the question for Nick Sirianni and Kellen Moore is, do you go for it or do you go for 2, or do you just shoot for the field goal and then hope that the defense forces a 3 and out? Looks like they're going to go for 2 here. So 2-point attempt. Ball's on the 2-yard line. McKee in the gun, back behind him. McKee takes a snap, back looking, throws, and that is caught. In for the touchdown is number 82, or in for the 2-point conversion, I'm sorry, number 82, Ainias Smith. So Ainias Smith gives the Eagles the lead for the first time since the first quarter, really. So it is now, with 4:23 left in this game, the Philadelphia Eagles have pulled ahead by 1. It is 14-13 in favor of the Philadelphia Eagles. So yeah, solid drive. Solid drive after the punt, after the forced punt there. So that drive was a 70-yard, 7-play drive that took 3 minutes and 20 seconds. So solid drive overall. And that Eagles group there just had it clicking there on that drive. So you love to see it. Everybody's excited on the Eagles sideline. All right, so 4:23 left in the game. Both teams have 2 timeouts. Kickoff goes into the end zone. It's being brought back out to the 15, forced out at the 17-yard line. So it's about a 20-yard return, but nothing really to show for it because I only got back to the 17. That was Wallace there. They'll actually credit him to the 18, so it's a 23-yard return. But yeah, I've really been questioning. I gotta double check the rules for kickoffs. But I've been questioning some of those. It's in the end zone. Just let it bounce out. You'll get to the 30. So we got Milton in. Takes a snap back, looking, and he gets sacked. Gets a big sack there. That's going to be Booker. It's going to get credited for it. I'm sorry, no, Hunt is going to get credited for it. The camera was so focused on Booker, it looked like... No, yeah, that was Booker. That was Booker, number 59. Replay has it right. My stat board has it wrong. Thomas Booker. Milton takes the snap, 2nd and 17, back looking, throwing. They're blowing. Yeah, they're blowing it dead. It was incomplete. Jennings tried to grab it, but he had to use the ground to stabilize the ball, and that was no bueno there. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 17 for the Patriots from their own 11-yard line. Milton takes a snap, back looking, and he's going to get sacked again. That sack is credited to Terrell Lewis. And And that's going to bring up 4th and 25 for the Patriots from their own 3-yard line. So we will probably see the punt unit on here after a quick 3 and out that featured 2 sacks. With 3 minutes left in this game, punting from their own end zone. The Patriots punt it away. It's going to get fielded at the 47. It's going to go past midfield as Anais Smith gets to the 49-yard line. So the Eagles have 49 yards to go. With 2:48 left in this game, Philadelphia Eagles are on top 14-13 with the football. Both teams have 2 timeouts. So that's where things stand. Ball's at the New England 49-yard line. Tanner McKee lines him up in the gun. Back to his right. Man in motion. McKee takes a snap. Hands it off. And powering forward. Picking up about 2. Ran into traffic there, but picks up 2. Gets to the 47. So we got 2:37 left in this game. I believe somebody called a timeout, so that's the clock is stopped. That was Davis Price on the 2-yard pickup there. So it is going to be 2nd and 8, and that was New England that called a timeout. So they are down to their last one. And they're going to put a couple seconds back on. So 2:42 left in this game. So here we go, 2:42. Ball on the 47. Looks like the Eagles also took a timeout here too somehow, so I forget when that was. So McKee in the gun takes a snap, back looking throws, caught by Davis Price, only able to get back up to the line of scrimmage. And with 2:34 left in the game, we have one more timeout. Yeah, so let me know what your thoughts are about this game. How are we feeling? Would love to hear from you. $2:37 left in the game. New England was the culprit in taking their final timeout. So New England is out of timeouts. Excuse me. So here's McKee. He's back in the gun. Takes a snap, back looking, throws, caught, and that is it's out of bounds. Yeah, it was caught by Harris, but he couldn't get the second foot down. So that's pretty clear. And the Patriots, credit to them, they did a good job of keeping his foot up in the air, his left foot up in the air. So that is an incomplete pass. It brings up 4th and 8 from the Patriots' 47-yard line. And the Eagles will punt it away. So Braden Mann drills it, looking for it to hit in the corner. And it is fielded at the 17-yard line. So that is where the Patriots will take over. We have 2:25 left in this game. Patriots have no timeouts. Their only clock stoppage remaining is the 2-minute warning. So it's just a matter at this point of, can the Eagles do what they did to them before? Force a 3 and out. If that happens, it's going to be game over. But we shall see. Patriots have a new QB in. That's going to be Bailey Zappi. He's going to take the snap, and he's going to throw, and it's going to be caught at the 21, and that's where it's going to be stopped. That's Wallace on the catch. 4-yard pickup, Ben Van Summer in there. Trying to get one more play in before the 2-minute warning. Takes a snap, back looking, throws, caught by Jennings, and Jennings is going to pick up the first down and get out of bounds. Doesn't matter because that is the 2-minute warning. We have 2 minutes left in this game. Eagles are up by 1. 14-13 is the score. It's a 12-yard pickup for Jennings, forced out by Smith on the Eagles' end. And yep, 2-minute warning. So So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Patriots from their own 33-yard line. So they will have they have a bit of a ways to go with not a ton of time to do it. They have 67 yards to go, and they got to do that in 2 minutes. Definitely doable for them. We shall see what the Eagles have to say about it. Certainly, some of these guys who are playing deep in the playing for roster spots to crack that top 53. They better have something to say about it. Eagles can stop the clock once, if that becomes necessary. It should not be if the Eagles are able to churn things through. Bailey Zappi again is the quarterback at this point for the Patriots. I don't know how Kenny Pickett is the more notable of them. The Eagles broadcast is putting up Kenny Pickett there. But Tanner McKee has done a lot better. 15 for 19 for 140 yards. He's got a higher passer rating. And McKee has not been sacked, which may be a facet of where he's playing, but also, yeah. So we got Zappe in the gun, back to his left. Zappe takes a snap, back, looking, pressure coming. He's going to loft it, and that is going to be caught for a first down by number 80 for the Patriots, which is Kayshon Boutte. And that is, and he's going to get out of bounds on that. So that does stop the clock. He's out of bounds at the 47-yard line. So we got 1:55 left. Clock is stopped. Patriots have the ball, 1st and 10. Zappe in the gun, back to his left. Zappe takes a snap, back, looking, pressure coming. Zappe's going to evade it. He throws, overthrows Boutte, and then incomplete. Does stop the clock, but it brings up 2nd down. 1:51 left in this game. So Zappe now in the gun. 2nd and 10. Back to his left. Takes a snap. Fumbles the snap. And the Eagles recover it. And that's going to be the game. That is going to be the game. The Eagles recover the fumble. And the second turnover of the night for the Patriots. And that is Brandon Smith on the fumble recovery. And that's going to probably do it, folks. Barring anything crazy, the Eagles will pull this one away with 1 point, or with a 1 point margin of victory. That football just went, that was low, and it was way past Zappe. And Smith just ran over there, and he was much, he was eager for that football. And Nick Sirianni's happy, and Tanner McKee going to line up in victory formation. And he takes the knee. It's going to bring up 2nd down. The defense today had 2 turnovers, was able to force 2 turnovers, 1 interception that happened earlier in the game by Avonte Maddox, stopped the Patriots from scoring. And then this one right now where the Eagles capitalized on a Patriots mistake and were able to bring this game to a close. 1:07 left in the game here. McKee lining up in victory formation, takes the knee. 60 seconds left in the game. There's going to be one more kneel down, and that will do it. But yeah, overall, fan of the game, or overall, again, a lot of good, a lot of not so good. Defense needs to tighten it up, especially in the run game. But lots of good things. Defense redeemed themselves with the takeaways. 33 seconds, and Tanner McKee takes the final kneel down, and that will do it. And the final score for this game, the Philadelphia Eagles defeat the New England Patriots in preseason. The Eagles' record in the preseason is now 2-0. Final score 14-13. And we had the run of the quarterbacks, run of the backup quarterbacks. We had Kenny Pickett, Tanner McKee, and Will Grier. Of those three, I'm going to say that my favorite, or the solid one, was Tanner McKee, followed by Kenny Pickett. The offense just seemed to be working a little bit better under McKee than it was under Pickett. And that shows because McKee went 15 for 19 for 140 yards. So you have that to factor in there. lots of good things, lots of good players. Will Shipley continued to shine. Um, Lots of good pickups by the defense, but really, uh, the areas that I think that the Eagles need to spend some time focusing on, they need to figure out what they're doing with this dynamic kicking situation, the new kickoff rules, because they allowed way too many kickoff returns. Um, yeah, there were the kick returns by the Patriots. Uh, they allowed 108 yards in kick returns, which is not great. So then you had, you had some good stuff from the other guys, but again, you need to. I think the big thing there is double. We got to double check what the touchback rules are if you take a knee in the end zone, and then just the run defense. The run defense, especially in the first half, was not great. So, but overall, good game, obviously, because the Eagles won, and that's where things stand. So, next game is on Saturday at 1:00. Same kind of situation. We'll be back here then. Saturday, to clarify, that would be, or yeah, to clarify, that is going to be Saturday, August 24th. It's the only Eagles home preseason game this year, and it is against the Minnesota Vikings. So we will see you then. Until then, I'm Joe Donahue. Thanks for tuning in, and let's go Eagles.